Hello everyone, breaking news, the Ethereum Spot ETFs have actually launched and our trade on Ethereum is doing whatever, I don't know, it's not doing much, look, it's consolidating, literally nothing has happened. And the big question is Ethereum Spot ETF going to be the sell the news type of an event just like Bitcoin Spot ETF was, or is it not going to be? So let's examine all the data, let's see what really happened, and therefore it will be really easy for us to conclude as to what's going to happen next. So without any further ado, I'm going to give you all the data here. This is the only video you need to understand the spot Ethereum ETF and whether to long Ethereum right now and whether to actually wait. So anyway, certainly I have my trade open on Bybit and I really want to scale it further, and I'm going to show you exactly where I think that this opportunity will present itself. So that's why I'm saying, ETF is all here, it's all great, but please don't celebrate just yet. Watch this video till the end. Seriously watch it till the end, and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. And remember guys, I'm trading over on Bybit, and with my exclusive link down in the description of this video, you can actually claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses, and if you deposit more than $100,000, you will also get a 42% discount on trading fees, which is if you're trading actively, it will save you thousands of dollars. So, and again, if you already have a Bybit account, you can create a new one using my link with a different form of identification like a driver's license. So let's move on. So first of all, let's go over what happened with Bitcoin ETF so far. And actually yesterday, we had a small outflow, but the day before, BlackRock alone accumulated $500 million worth of Bitcoin, which is insane. So now, before we come back to the chart, before I tell you what is exactly, in my opinion, what's going to happen next, and therefore it's going to also implicate what's going to happen to my trade here, what matters the most, as I've just mentioned, I'll paint quickly the entire picture of the market, and then we're going to move on to specifically talking about the Ethereum ETF. So BlackRock just bought, as I said, $500 million in literally one day, and also China unexpectedly has cut rates by 25 basis points. And it's coming as an unexpected surprise right now. And also, as we were seeing this curve, actually in terms of liquidity, global liquidity index is starting to curve again. This is what we want. This is what we've been waiting for. And actually, if you look at the data right now, China has cut, Canada has cut, Europe has cut, Denmark has cut, Fed, as it says here, Fed is literally next. And I think that this parabola, this crazy liquidity confirmation will come in September, when there's right now 90-something% chance that Fed will cut rates in September. So this is all very great. And also what's great, and this is what I told you about, so call me Mr. Spot On down in the comments, that Mt. Gox is not a threat. Right now, 40% already, it's happening behind the scenes. While everybody is focused on the Ethereum ETF, behind the scenes, Mt. Gox is distributing. Already 40% of creditor repayments have been made. 40%. No fucking effect on the price. I told you this before, so if you are still thinking it's all going to be a big dump of Mt. Gox, well, you, my friend, you're crazy. So anyway, let's move on to what matters today, and that is Spot Ethereum ETF. And a lot of people probably will get burnt, so that's why watch it till the end. So right now, for one, there's a lot of conflicting information, because even yesterday I wanted to do a live stream and I canceled it because I saw that according to all the information, BlackRock was not supposed to launch, neither was Grayscale, because so many sources said that only 5 Spot Ethereum ETFs will be launching on the 23rd, as confirmed by Siboe. So in the same thing, if for example you go to Blockworks, right here you're going to see the list of all the running Ethereum Spot ETFs, and for example Grayscale, or let's say, where is it, or BlackRock right here, they're still pending. But if you actually go and take a look at the volume of the inflow and outflows, you will actually see that BlackRock one is trading, Fidelity one is trading, Grayscale one is trading as well. There's a lot of misinformation, and it's very strange, quite frankly. And now let's get to the topic, whether we're actually going to see the type of sell the news type of an event, just like we've seen previously with Bitcoin Spot ETF. Because remember, Bitcoin Spot ETF right here, January 11th, it launched here, and then the price dropped like literally 17% because it was sell the news type of an event. So then the big question becomes, are we going to have the same kind of a crash in Ethereum right now just because of the same thing? 17%. So if it happens, 17%, 20%, that's like we're actually gonna retest the current low of the range of like 27, or actually dip below to 2,700. And this could actually kick out the last remainder of the people. But now for us to understand whether it's gonna be the case, let's take a look at the data. So here, first of all, I've shown you the actual net flow. So BlackRock yesterday accumulated 266 million, Fidelity 71 million, and Bitwise 204 million. And yes, Grayscale dumped 500 million. So total flows is $106 million, which you might say that it's not that very much. However, if we examine further, generally speaking about volume, I would say that ETF launched really well. Again, it's one of the most successful ETFs again. Like Bitcoin one is the most successful one, and I think Ethereum is among the top of the most successful ETF launches anyway. So it is doing exceptionally well, and Ethereum ETFs actually hit 1.13 billion in trading volume as opposed to 4 billion on Bitcoin. But this has been in line with our expectations. Our expectations were approximately 20%. We hit 23 to 25%, which is actually above the expectations. And as it says here, the only concern is that Grayscale ETF is leading the volume chart. So, and that is what I just showed you, that we actually had everything looks great. But what we had here, the problem was that the Grayscale dumped 500 million. So then the question really comes down to only one thing, and that's exactly the same thing. It's a Grayscale. And in my humble opinion, the situation here is not as dire as it was with Bitcoin. Certainly, they probably will keep dumping. So therefore, and they currently are holding, like, depending on the estimates and the numbers, anywhere from 6 billion to 10 billion in Ethereum. So therefore, even if they were dumping every single day 500 million, hopefully it still will be sustained in terms of positive flows, which is what on the day one. And this is also very important. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. So generally speaking, even if they continue dumping like this, it will take them about 2 weeks. So, and then they're gonna be out of Ethereum. So the same thing as actually when we've had, let's go to this, back to Bitcoin, when we had this dump after the launch of Bitcoin ETF, it took literally 2 weeks before this entire parabolic move began. So about 2 weeks. And in terms of this, we actually have the 2-week mark is approximately August the 6th. So, and right now the question becomes, are we dumping lower? Oh, well, on Bitcoin, just of course also sell the new step of an event, or are we, and also in Ethereum, are we dumping to approximately this level, which kind of would make sense before the actual move up begins? One last shakeout. So let me give you my humble opinion here. And for this, we need to examine outside of the numbers, outside of the realm of just the volume itself. What matters here is that actually, guys, Ethereum, despite of the volume, because again, it's a smaller asset, it actually has done better than Bitcoin ETF. And you know why? Let me show you why. I actually spoke to ChatGPT, and it's the best thing you can do for yourself as well. So in total, in the first day of the flows for Bitcoin Spot ETF, there was a total of 153 million outflow out of Bitcoin ETFs on day one. But with Ethereum, we actually have positive flow. So while Bitcoin, once again, Bitcoin ETF actually had an outflow on day one, net, and Ethereum had an inflow. This is huge. This is better than actually Bitcoin ETF was doing. And also what is important to pay attention to right now is that what is going to happen today and tomorrow, because with Bitcoin ETFs, there was approximate inflow on day 2 of 600 million and day 3 of 400 million or 340 million. So we really want to see whether this is going to keep like this. If yes, if we keep accumulating, if the ETFs keep accumulating like crazy, and this selling pressure from Grayscale stays where it is, then in that case, we will most likely just consolidate, do something, maybe go tiny bit lower, and then move to the upside. However, if they're actually going to slow down and we're going to see actually some net outflows, which is again unpredictable at this point, that's why you have to be paying attention. That's why I'm not closing my Ethereum trade. If there is a dump, my prediction is that the bottom for this dump would be around August the 7th, approximately, just in terms of how many days it would take them to dump, and just historically, just like with Bitcoin, sell the new step of an event. And then this is just going to be the bottom of this whole cycle. Then we're already steering, looking into the elections, into fall, into September. So it is going to be already good times. So this is what you guys need to understand. This is what I'm personally paying attention to right now. And therefore, if it dips lower, let's say it goes back down to this range of 2,700 because of the sell the news plus grayscale dumping, no ETFs accumulating, maybe some kind of manipulation. So I would really, my job here would be to increase this from 2.3 million to at least 3.5. So I would add 1.2 million to it, and probably I would also open separate trades on separate accounts. And again, just full disclosure, is it possible that, everything I've mentioned in this video is going to be taken as very positive? We're going to have crazy inflows, even better in the next days, and actually this is the bottom and we keep moving? Yes. But I would give for this scenario a probability of about 10%. So get ready for the bull run. It's here, just the last few things to shake out, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So guys, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. Join Bybit, get a 42% discount on your trading fees or up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay very rich. Congratulations to you all with the ETF, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.